What's stopping you from doing one of the hardest competitions you've done in a long time? What's stopping you from running that marathon? Well, today we're going to talk about why I decided to join the HYROX competition, even though I made fun of it a few months ago. But we're going to talk about it. Welcome back to the Mark is All Good show. I appreciate everybody listening and watching and getting the word out there and sharing it. And today we're going to talk about why I'm doing a HYROX competition. All right, let's talk about what a HYROX competition is. I'm excited for it. It's going to be really hard. But first, a HYROX competition, you can do it individually or you can do a partner. I'm doing a partner, and so you're going to split up the movements. I'm doing a partner, so everybody runs together, but then you split up the movements in the middle. So what you're going to start with is a 1,000-meter run, 1,000-meter ski erg, 1,000-meter run. Then you come back to a 1,000-meter sled push. I mean, a 50-meter sled push, 1,000-meter run, 50-meter sled pull, 1,000-meter run, 200-meter burpee broad jump, 1,000-meter run, 1,000-meter of rowing. I think it's 200 meters of farmer's carries, 1,000-meter run. Then you're going to do 100 meters of sandbag lunges, 1,000-meter run, and then you're going to end with 100 wall balls. So essentially it's 8,000 meters of running, a little bit over depending on where your lane is. And I'm pretty pumped up to be able to do this with my buddy Clayton up in Dallas. And the cool thing is he lives in Arlington and the competition is going to be in Dallas. And so what inspired me to do this is I was making fun of it, and I personally don't think I'm a good runner. So this is super out of my comfort zone, and it gives me a chance to work on one of my biggest weaknesses that I have, and that is running. Running does not come easy for me. It's definitely a challenge in my head, and I do it all the time. In this past year, 2 years really, of whenever running comes up in the workout, I don't push it very hard. I don't push like I should, and for the next 6 months, I've got to push hard to be able to make this competition worth it, because of the fact that we're trying to finish within an hour and 20 minutes. And some of the top people in the world are doing it in 54 minutes. And that's the partner, and I think it's a little bit longer for individual. So I'm super stoked about that. The reason why I'm doing it in November is because that's when it came to Dallas, and it's the first one it opened up. We could have went to Boston in September, but I think November is going to be a great time. Nice. I mean, it's in a Coliseum anyways, but it's going to be nice weather up there, and I'm going to be able to take my daughter with me, and she's going to be able to see me do a little competition, because she's never seen me. She's seen me, but she doesn't remember ever me doing a competition. And I'm trying to prove to myself that I can become a better runner. Like anything else in this world, if you work hard enough, you can accomplish what you're trying to do. I'm trying to run. My best CrossFit 5K was 27 something. So I'm trying to run 23, 24 minutes in a 5K before I get there to figure out if we're going to be able to keep the times that we need to. We need to run the 1,000 meters definitely within 4 minutes, 4.5. I mean, 4.5 minutes is pushing. But if we could do 4.5 minutes, the top people are doing 3:30, and that's awesome. I don't know if I have enough time for that, but we're going to see how fast we can get in the quickest amount possible in the next 6 months that we have. Not even 6, July, August, September, October, November. 3.5 months. Oh, gosh, here we go. And some of the fears I have is just not being able to run as fast as I want to. As far as, that's one of the big doubts that I have. But as far as fear, I mean, it's always scary going into it. But there's nothing to be scared of for this. You're just going out there to work out. It's nothing I wouldn't do in the garage, but I'm just doing it with a bunch of people. You know, like 200,000 people going in at one time. But it's going to be exciting. It's going to be a lot of fun. And just, I don't want to let myself down. I don't want to let my partner down by running slow. And one thing that this challenge aligns with me with is the fact that I'm out of my comfort zone. And I talk about getting out of the comfort zone all the time. I've been in the comfort zone of working out for the past 2 years. And this year, I mean, probably 3 or 4 years. And this year, I did the CrossFit Open. I didn't do it. I did 2 of the workouts at a gym, and one of them at home, and then I should have just done all of them at the gym. So I'm getting out of my comfort zone, doing a couple competitions, getting back to one of the things I really miss doing. I really love doing it, and it's just an exciting time to get the training in, watch how your body can change and watch how you can change and watch how you mentally change throughout the whole thing. HYROX teaches consistency and mental toughness because 8,000 meters by itself is a workout. That's 6 miles of running that you got to go through to get to the end of this race before you even throw in a whole bunch of other stuff. And it's a lot of other stuff. I've done not really a whole one, but it took me, I worked out for an hour and a half and did a bunch of the different movements, and it was mentally tough. So I'm super excited to, we'll probably do a couple before we even get there by ourselves because we live in different states. And just to watch the mental toughness grow over the next 2-3 months is going to be amazing. And just to keep motivated, I am pushing myself to run harder, run faster, and just the thought of the competition and just doing better, like doing better than the average person at the competition. Like a person asked me the other day, well, what's the average time? I go, I don't know. I look at the top time and want to try and get to the top time. Deep down inside, I mean, can I? Probably at some point. Well, can I do it in 3 months? I don't know. We're going to try. But that's what we're shooting for. That's the goal. And if I beat the average and I don't get to the top, hey, I still beat the average. So that's all that matters to me. To stay motivated when the training gets hard, especially today. Like we did sprints yesterday, and there was a 60-meter run today. And the thing that keeps me motivated is obviously the discipline, but is just to be able to do better at the competition. Putting in the time, knowing that if I keep putting in all these runs, by the time I get to the competition, the running is going to be the easy part, and that's what I want. I want to be able to go out there and run that 1,000 meters, come back, start lifting, start throwing the wall ball, doing things, and not be out of breath, not have to put my hands on my knees and just feel like I'm dying. What's harder do you think, getting started or staying committed? And right now, I think staying committed is going to be the hardest part because of the fact that I was pumped up to do it, and then now that I'm deep into the training of all this running, we're running 3 days a week, and I like to run like 1 day a week. And we're doing running, we're doing rowing, we're doing biking, we're doing all this zone 2 cardio stuff. And to wake up every day and say, oh, I can't wait to go run or do this 30-minute row is really hard. But I get up and do it anyways because I want to crush that competition in the end. And I don't want to put anything out there saying, I wish I would have done this while I was at the competition, or I probably could have gone harder. I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to put everything out there and see how fast we can go. HYROX differs than CrossFit because of the fact that it's got so much running in it. It's got 8,000 meters. I don't know if I said it again, but it's 8,000 meters of running. And it's obviously, it's done as a partner, but you're competing against all the people from all over the world, all over the country. And everybody starts together, so I don't really know if you're going to be able to figure out like where everybody's at. You can't really game it like you can in a CrossFit competition setting, but we're going to see. But it's totally different than what I've done before just because of the running. But it's got a lot of the same CrossFit movements that we've done. There's just no heavy barbell or anything like that. So one of the biggest strengths is obviously barbell, but I think the biggest strength is going to be the lunges, the sled push, because I'm working on sled pushes. I'm still pretty strong at that. Sled pull, and then probably the rowing. I haven't really done a ski erg, so we'll see. Weakness, obviously the running, but I'm trying to turn that into a strength. And I think one of the weaknesses is going to be the burpee broad jumps, and we're going to work on that a lot here in the next couple months. So basically, I'm structuring my training to run 3 days a week. 1 sprint, 1 zone, and 2 zone 2s, and then 2 days of lifting. So it's 5. And then we're going to do 1 more day of like HYROX prep where we're going to test the different movements, run 400 meters in between, run 600 meters in between, 800 meters in between, and then kind of build up to the 1,000 meters. And then the lifting, we're going to do chest, kind of like an upper body, then lower body split. And then obviously on Saturday it's going to be the full body with everything built into it. And then there's the running. Like today we did fartleks. There's a 60-minute run. Every 5 minutes, speed up the pace for 60 seconds. And we're going to build that up to 75, 90 seconds, 65, 70-minute runs. And then sprints, we're going 200, 400, 600, 800. And then, we did 7 sprints. But then after the 7 sprints, we did 30-minute row. And we're going to switch it between biking and rowing for 30 minutes just to build up that capacity. The more capacity you can build up, the easier these competitions are. You got to build up the capacity. Like that's what when I'm running for these zone 2 hour times, all I'm saying is I'm building the capacity. It's going to make me better. It's going to make it easier. It's going to be better for lifting. It's going to be better for overall for everything. And we are doing some hypertrophy lifting. We're going to failure on a bunch of different things, doing the chest, bench press, flies. We're going to be doing squats. I'm not going to failure on the squats. We're going to be Bulgarian split squats. We're building the leg capacity and building the upper body capacity for the wall balls and the burpees. So one of the things I want everybody to know is the fact that you got to go out there and jump out of your comfort zone. We can all get stuck in our comfort zone. I do it all the time. And then you got to pick something exciting to go do that's going to get you out of that comfort zone, that's going to get you driven to do something else than what you've been doing the whole time. And then for my kids, it's just going to be amazing to have my youngest daughter there. She loves to run. She's going to be able to see me run, do a little competition, and just going to inspire her to want to keep going in the school that she's going in, like cross country, track, and things like that. Like it shows them that if dad can do it, they can do it too. And then the competition, it's more than just fitness. It's a mental toughness challenge because of the fact that you have to run so far. I know I'm harping on the run. Like the rest of it I could do. And it's just one of those things where if I could get through this the next year, I'll probably end up doing another one. And, it'll be fun. And just it's mainly about the mental toughness of it. And that's why, and it's just about being inspiring to the kids, being inspiring to the wife, and just showing them that you can still do it even at age 48. I can't wait to post it. Not really like post it, but I want to show other people that, come back and talk to them and be like, I did this competition. I'm 48 years old. If I can do it, you can do it. Anybody can do this. You just have to put your mind to it and jump in there. One of the legacies I'm trying to build is just the fact that you can do anything that you put your mind to. You don't have to be the gelatinous, fluffy guy once you turn 30. Like you can still work out. You can still be lean. You can still have the body that you want, that you had in your 20s if you were a sports player or anything. But it's just one of those things that you don't have to have the dad bod. Like kill the dad bod. Get your life together and make shit happen. Like that's where it needs to go. Like you just need to figure it out and get up early, sacrifice some sleep, and go for it. Like you don't have to have the dad bod. Don't fall into that BS where, I'm 40, I guess I'll just have the dad bod and you're drinking alcohol all the time. Don't do that. I hope after people watch this and listen to this, and especially after I get done with the competition, I hope people really get out there and start doing something that they really wanted to do for the past 6 months, year, 4 years, 5 years. Hopefully somebody goes out, starts running, signs up for a half marathon, signs up for a HYROX competition, signs up for CrossFit, just gets their body moving and gets out there and just takes control of their body and their mind and just fight with everything they have to get past their comfort zone and get past the negative chatter in their head saying they can't do this anymore. And I appreciate everybody listening. That's the pod. Y'all have a great day.